Thanatos, why are you here? I'm too young to die.
You continue to spread the blasphemy that is Elden Ring, even after I told you to stop after your first video. Your tomfoolery must come to an end, and with it, you.
Ah. I've been in Hell for a few weeks now, and I just got access to the Hell Computer Lab the other day. And since then, it's been a great experience, if you don't count the constant stirring pain in all my nerves. You may ask, why is there a computer lab in Hell? And to that I'll say, I have no idea. But the only thing downloaded on these is Hades, and I'm starting to question if Than accidentally sent me to heaven. But I don't want to bore you with the details of my new life, so let's get into the review. If you've watched any of my previous game reviews, you know that the main reason I play video games is for their gameplay loop. So you know that Hades has some good combat when I say it's some of the most addicting gameplay that I've ever encountered. There was a point where I literally had to set alarms for myself telling me to stop playing so I could make YouTube videos and study for exams. In my opinion, this addictiveness comes from how fun and fluid the game is, and the sense of progression you make after each run. If you didn't know, Hades is a roguelite, which, to put it simply, means that you play until you die, and when that happens you restart from the beginning with a slightly better chance of getting further, due to upgrades and experience you gained along the way. The upgrades part of the cycle is what really kept me going. I was always excited to get a new power-up or to get to use a different weapon, and there are enough of these upgrades to keep you busy for longer than a GTA Online loading screen. A sense of progression will keep you playing, but only if the actual game is up to par. And I can assure you, Hades does not disappoint. The attacking system starts out simple, but gains complexity as you start to master the game. But one thing that stays constant throughout is just how good it feels to kill each enemy. It's hard to describe, but the combination of animation and mechanics is so perfectly fine-tuned that you can't help but feel a dopamine rush every time you clear a room. And that's what makes Hades, Hades. One aspect of Hades that I didn't explain earlier was how it leverages its roguelite nature to tell its story. Unlike most other games of the time, Hades doesn't use many cutscenes. Instead, it relies on NPC dialogue as the primary way to push the story forward. After you die, which you will, you'll end up right back where you started, but not everything will be the same. Characters you previously saw will have new things to say based on what you've done and how long you've been playing, and new characters will appear, giving further insight into the world of Hades. This builds upon the already addictive gameplay loop by giving those with a love for narratives a chance to learn more and more after each run they complete, which helps grow your relationship with the protagonist that the developers tried so hard to foster. As with most indie games, there isn't some cookie-cutter story that you've seen a bunch of times before, which gives it a real fresh feel compared to a market saturated with zombies, saving the world, and I don't even know what this is. One of the characters that I enjoyed watching was Dusa. Even though she has little to do with the main storyline, she's very dynamic with her emotions and has a large variation in tone depending on who she's around at the time, because she sometimes has to pretend like someone she isn't, which I can really relate to, being in similar circumstances to those in my past. It's with NPCs like these that show the great lengths the developers went to create a world that felt real for both the characters and the person in front of the screen. There's always a certain charm in games made by Supergiant that just can't be found anywhere else in the industry. The art style and attention to detail, combined with an amazing score, all come together to make an amazing environment. Each area has its own different little quirk, and it's fun to find out what each of them are. Although it's a fast-paced game, there are certainly points where it urges you to calm down and look at the area and take in the world of Hades. But to be honest, you'll get much more out of playing the game than you will by me describing it. So while I'm rotting in hell, you should go play Hades and have some fun rotting in your 180-degree RGB gaming chair. Thanks for watching, guys. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe, and maybe check out a few of my other reviews. I'll see y'all next video. Peace.